Hey Spring Arbor students, hope your weekend's going well. We're starting the last week number 6 of our ORG601 class. So just a few things to bring to your attention. This coming week, let's start with the reading assignments. You know, we've been looking at the technostructures, that is the restructuring of the organizations, the employee involvement systems, and that sort of thing. Those are in chapters, I think, 12, 13, 14. Now we're going to switch to, in this last week, looking at 2 other interventions, not just the technostructure interventions, but now also human resource interventions. That's the interventions that you have with people one-on-one, like setting goals and parameters for success. They talk about talent management. Those are chapters 15, 16, and 17. And then the last 3 chapters, 18, 19, and 20, that we're looking at in this course, are about strategic change interventions, and that is actually more focused on changing the culture of where you work or the culture of organizations. So that's just a look at highlights of what's coming up. Let's talk about the dialogue that's due next Wednesday, and it's okay that some of you have already done this. I haven't looked at them, and so if you've done them, don't go back and redo them. But the thing I want you to think about is those case studies. Really what they mean, I'll accept if you go back and look at those, they call them like applications or selected cases in chapter 15, 16, and 17. And that's okay. Use those, either the selected cases or the applications, which are really like mini little case studies as well. Those are all fine to use. And the thing I like to think about when you do the dialogue this week is, per the instructions here in the syllabus, it says write a brief description and make it brief. Okay, I can read those case studies if I want to. So don't spend a lot of time re-describing the whole case study to me, just a brief description. Hit the main points, okay? But then focus on connecting that case study and what you've learned to your own host organization. That's really what I'm interested in. Can you connect the case studies and what you learned from the case study to your host organization? Can you look through that lens of the case study to see your own organization? And then make sure also when you do your counterpoint, select in the dialogue, select someone who's done a case study that's not the same thing that you just did. So the lab work that's due, the lab essay that's due this week, just a quick note, it talks about transformational change. Check out chapter 18 and specifically section 18-1. You'll find a lot of the right information in there for that. They talk about the lab wants you to analyze the integrated strategic change process. Well, that's also in chapter 18. Check out section 18-3, and in particular the figure 18.3. That'll help you through define some of that. The third question is really right out of chapter 19. So if you read chapters 18 and 19, you'll hit that lab work pretty easily. The project work, so it says a reflective essay, so I'm going to give you a lead on this one. Make it a reflective essay, obviously. First person's okay, all right? Please use good English and good English skills, good grammar, but it's okay to use first person when you're writing a reflective essay. In fact, it'd make more sense to do that. Let's see, finally, the host approval. I've already gotten a couple of them back. Make sure you print out the form. Fill it out, have the host organization's person that you're working with sign it and approve it, and then you got to scan it and send it back to me. If you want to take a picture of it on your iPhone, as long as it's some sort of a graphic format that you send me or upload into your gradebook, then that's acceptable too. So that's also due by next Sunday. The PowerPoint slide, let me talk a minute about that. That's also due next Sunday, the presentation. So, it says 6 to 8 minutes, and that'd be about right. I know at least one of you have already done it. Don't go back and redo it. I looked at that particular person's, and it's fine, okay? For the rest of you, though, I would think 6 to 7 minute, 8 minute slide presentation is going to be all that is required. And I'll attach in an email that you'll see a template if you want to use it. You can if you want to, you don't have to. Just a template of kind of what I'm looking for. It is very helpful if you know how to do this or want to do it, to do a voiceover on some of the slides, so that when I start up your slideshow and I look at it, I'll hear your voice explaining the slide to me. That would be helpful. Again, not necessary, but if you want to do that, it'd be good too. So I've attached a sample of a template for the slideshow. Feel free to use it if you want to, but you don't have to. You can come up with your own. So, okay, I think that's it. Have a great week.